So we can all agree that PickFu is fantastic, gold standard, upper echelon, the best, you need it, chef's kiss. But does that mean that a winner on PickFu is going to be a winner on Amazon? No. And I know that sounds kind of weird, but there's a reason I'm saying that, and we're going to get into this. So if you want to know why a PickFu winner is not automatically going to be an Amazon winner in sales, you're going to want to keep on watching. All right, guys. So we're taking a look over here at, and there's a reason I'm looking at this. This is something that I saw on our back end in public polls, where if you're running a PickFu poll, you can opt in for a discount on your poll, and your poll is public. So we're able to talk about it and see it and all that kind of good stuff. That being said, I saw something, and I'm from New York. You see something, you say something. I'm just kidding. But I saw something and I thought that was interesting. So this product right here, this is a commoditized Me Too product. What does that mean? What does commoditized mean? You might hear it thrown around. Maybe you're not hip to the lingo. It basically means it's the same thing. It's commoditized. I know I just kind of explained it by saying what it is again. I'm trying to think of a good way to say it. It's a commodity. It's eggs, it's milk, it's water. It's just, hey, you got it, I got it. You got it, I got it. So there's nothing really special about these products because everyone's selling them. So you can see here, it's going to be, this is a baby blue. This is a hot pink, and this has some logo on it. This is a darker pink. This is very similar to that. This one comes with they're all the same. Very minor variations. And you might think, oh my God, they're selling 1,000 a month. I gotta jump in on that. I saw it on Alibaba or DHgate for $2. It looks enticing. Understand, majority of the people that are selling these commoditized Me Too products are going to be China direct. It's going to be the manufacturer selling it directly. Might feel a little unfair. In my opinion, it's just come up with a better product. Come up with a better product. Is there a need for it? I'm sure there is for women with calluses and rough feet and stuff like that. But is there a need for all of these? And they're not selling them for cheap. I mean, this is $35 and they're selling upwards of 2K plus per month. But remember, it's China direct. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're going into the space and thinking, oh, I can compete with them. Let me go to the manufacturer and let me get one of their pricing sheets and see what they have. And then what I'll do is I'll put my logo on it. I'll make it a little bit different, maybe a different color. And then I'll go to PickFu and then I'll say, which one you like, this one or this one? And they pick me. And those guys sell 2,000 a month. I'm going to be a millionaire. Pump the brakes. Hold on. Just because somebody likes it on a commoditized item, it doesn't mean that you should sell it too. Reason being is everyone is selling it. So when the PickFu poll comes back and it says, hey, great news, yours is the winner by a landslide, maybe 70 to 30 or, whatever it is, you're going to get super excited. You're going to be like, oh, let me go order it so I can sell it. But what you're not looking is there's testing before and there's testing after. Testing before, what are the different types of solutions for this problem? So there's this kind, there's this kind, a different kind of shape. There's one with a side kind of rotary, this kind of thing right here, like a pen shaped. There's this one. There's the. So when you're just testing your color against that color and you win, it's not going to equal a win on Amazon. A better test, and I'll show you the poll in a second. A better test would be, hey, I want to get into this because I see a lot of people doing it. Do they like this manual? Well, it's not manual. Do they like this style where it's open on the sides? Do they like this style where it's like this? Or do they like the one that I'm looking at? You might find in that initial poll, this is even the one that everyone wants. And you might find a hidden gem over here that maybe you bypassed and so many people like it. Again, it doesn't mean that that's your golden, the Willy Wonka ticket to go and just order a 20-foot container. You do have to do your due diligence and make sure you're testing all the right things. You're looking at competition in the space using like a Helium-10, Jungle Scout, Data Dive, Smart Scout, all that kind of stuff to see if there's ebbs and flows, to see all that kind of good stuff. So you don't want to just go in and rush, because if I go over here, if I go to foot callus remover, well, there's liquid, there's this cheese grater, there's another cheese grater. There's this kind of open-ended one. There's this little pet egg. I feel like I've seen that before. There's a foot file. So you don't know. You might go over, look at this. This one's 10,000 and it's only $7.98. You might find that no one wants to do that kind of stuff anymore. They just want to put some liquid serum on their feet and have it melt away. Look at that. That's not even in China. That's in the US. They could just have a warehouse. Again, I don't want to get into semantics, but you won't know until you test. You'll be all gung-ho, this is the winner. Is it the best solution? Is it solving their problems? Wouldn't it be better to put in front of them different options? If you're looking to remove calluses from your feet, as a woman who shops on Amazon, do you prefer the liquid? Do you prefer the manual cheese grater thing like at Olive Garden? Just say when. Do you prefer the electric one? Do you prefer the hand? So you have to really see and gauge from there. This is the poll I was talking about. So you see here, it's, and I don't know who it is. It might be the same brand. They might be coming out with a different texture, different style, but you can see it's pretty much the same thing. But this one over here, and they did 100 US based. So this, when it says 70, it means 70 people compared to 30 people. With something like this, you're going to look at this and be like, oh my God, you're going to be Scrooge McDuck in it, spitting out the coins, swimming. But you don't know what you don't know. What if people, I got to charge it, I got to do this. I prefer that one. And you might find that the one that people want is maybe cheaper, maybe it doesn't have electric components inside of it, and you don't have to worry about testing each one of them to make sure it works. And what if you get a bad one, then you get a 2-star review, and then you go all the way down, you just launch, it's a headache. So you want to make sure you line up all of your testing beforehand. So if you're going into a commoditized space, and I'll pull up another one. So another commoditized space, I used to sell these things on Daily Deal site a million years ago. Detox foot pads. It's the craziest thing in the world. I tried it. It didn't do anything. I'm not saying they don't work. Literally, it's like a sticker for your feet and it takes the toxins out. Look how many people have them. This was all the rage 10 years ago, but people are still selling them. I mean, look at this one, 1,000 plus in the past month, 14,000 reviews. Is this China direct? Probably. Yep. That's not good or bad, but it just means that what kind of price do you have to come in to beat them, which don't do that. I don't even want to talk about that. Don't come in trying to beat China. It's not going to work. But do people even want this? Maybe they don't want this. Maybe you saw this and you're like, oh, this is great. Foot detox. Maybe there's something else for foot detox that's out there besides this. Okay, that maybe it's a foot soak. So there's that. Maybe it's this kind of thing. Maybe some more foot soak. So that's kind of interesting. Now that we're doing our due diligence, I see a lot of the pads. I only saw like 2 foot soaks. So I saw one over here doing 800 and I see one over here doing 1,000 plus, you know? So you want to get the old brain moving and think, okay, I want to get into foot detox. They have pads out there. They have foot soaks out there. They have, you know, anything else that's out there. That's what I'm going to PickFu. I'm going to say, if you're looking for a foot detox, which solution would you prefer? And then if everyone goes towards the foot soaks, cool. Now I'm going to put whatever option foot soak that I can get against the ones that are out there. Now you have a better system for testing and it's going to make a ton more sense. Know what I mean? But guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. It pains me when people see these numbers and think like, oh my God, 7,000, I'm going to order a 20-foot container. You might be sitting with that collapsible foot spa for the next 10 years because it's a race to the bottom on price, or it was last week's trend and something new is on TikTok and everyone's on to the next thing. Really make sure you do your due diligence, but then always, always, always test before you invest and make sure that you're testing the right things. And if you have a question on what to test or how to test it, drop that question below. I'll answer you. See you on a flip day, flop day.